Percy the small engine has worked on the goods line on Thomas's branch line for so long. He's very proud of all the work he does, such as carrying the mail to Farquhar to dry off. One morning, Percy was just puffing towards Knapford. Just then, Diesel, Arry, and Bert rolled in.
"Hello, Percy,"
said Diesel.
"How are we today?"
"Sorry, Diesel," said Percy, "but I don't trust you, and I think that I'm going to stay out of this discussion."
"Is that so?"
said Arry.
"I think it is so,"
said Bert.
"Percy,"
said Arry.
"Wanna have a bet?"
"All right," said Percy. "I will make up the bet."
No, I don't think so," said Bert. "I think that we should make up the bet. Am I right, friends? Family? Huh? Enough of the game, Bert.
If you win the bet, we will do all your work for the day as well as our own. But if you lose the bet, you have to do all of our work as well as your own, Percy.
Do you accept the challenge?"
Percy looked with wonder. Thomas, Stanley, and Doc looked with anxiety at Percy. They were worried.
"Yes, I do," said Percy.
"Good,"
said Diesel.
"It starts tomorrow."
Later that day, Thomas spoke to Percy. "I hope you're making a wise choice, Percy," he said. "We steam engines don't trust Diesel, Arry, and Bert at all. Believe me, I know."
"I'm sorry, Thomas, but it's a challenge I'm willing to take."
Next day came. Percy remembered that he could not shunt any trucks, go backwards, or do any of his favorite jobs. Sir Topham Hatt came up. He had news for Percy.
"Now, Percy,"
He said,
"you must take some stone trucks to Croburn's Gate. Victor needs them because the steamwork roofs are broken."
"Yes, sir,"
said Percy, but he didn't inform Sir Topham Hatt about the bet netted in Diesel's. He was worried. Just then, Neil, the old steam engine, arrived.
"Percy, old chap,"
He said,
"what can I do for you?"
"Neil," said Percy, "I need you to take these trucks down to the steamworks."
"Okay,"
said Neil.
"I'll do my best. However, why are you doing this?" "Oh yes, I just remembered just now. You have your little bet with the diesels, I see. All right, Percy, I'll help you."
Percy was pleased. Later, Percy was to shunt some trucks down in the yard. He then remembered his bet. He couldn't shunt any trucks into any sidings whatsoever, and he also couldn't do any of his favorite jobs. So Percy waited for an engine to arrive. Percy then waited for Stanley to arrive. Then he waited for Rosie.
"Rosie, Stanley, I want you to shunt these trucks for me."
"Percy, are you sure about that?" asked Stanley. "Well, I know you have the bet and all, but even if you lose, I don't know what might happen."
"Trust me, Stanley. It's just for my sake of being victorious." "Okay,"
said Rosie. The two engines set to work shunting the trucks for the engines. Next, Percy went to Brentham Docks. The dock manager had another job for him. He was to take the mail all the way down to Farquhar from Brentham. Percy was worried. He knew that collecting the mail was his most important job. But he knew that if he lost the bet to Diesel, Arry, and Bert, that he would have to do all of their work as well as his own. Oliver looked with wonder. He was worried about Percy. He didn't know about the bet. "Percy," said Oliver, "are you all right? Is there something going on?"
Yes, Oliver, said Percy. I have a bet against Diesel, Arry, and Bert, and if I lose the bet, I'll have to do all of their work as well as their own. What should I do?
"I can't help you with the trucks and your mail, or with all of the other things in that bet of yours, but I can tell you this. Even though you lose, you will not lose your faith in your friends, and not in yourself as well. So if I were you, I'd do whatever it takes to win the bet. Even if you don't win, we'll still be your friends."
Thanks, Oliver,
said Percy. Percy had decided to forget all about the Diesel's bet, and then he puffed straight away. Just then, when he was puffing down the countryside, he saw Diesel, Arry, and Bert.
"Hey,"
said Diesel,
"he's violating the terms of the bet."
"I guess we win then," said Arry.
"Oh joy,"
said Bert. When Percy arrived at the station, he had dropped off all the mail like he was told to. Just then, Diesel, Arry, and Bert rolled up.
"You violated the terms of the bet,"
said Diesel.
"That means that we win the bet. And yet, you have to do all of our work. And your work as well." "What's that?"
asked Diesel. It was Sir Topham Hatt. He didn't look very happy.
"I hear that you three had put a bet onto Percy. I'm not happy with you three. Percy almost violated his bet, and I heard that if he lost the bet, he had to do all of your work as well as his own. I, Sir Topham Hatt, will not accept that. As your punishment, do all of your jobs as well as Percy's, and also some of Thomas's jobs, just to show how much Percy's a really useful engine." "Yes, sir,"
moaned Diesel. "Sorry, sir," said the Diesels.
"Percy,"
said Sir Topham Hatt,
"I think you made the right choice. You told Neil, Stanley, and Rosie to shunt your trucks, but near the end, you learned a lesson. And that is, even though you lose a bet, you may not lose your faith in your friends and others, and not even in yourselves. I'm proud of you, and you've made the right choice. You are a very responsible engine."
Thank you, sir,
said Percy. Percy felt proud. He never felt so proud in his life. He had won the bet fair and square. Even though he gave up in the end, he was still the star of the day.